The size of your qualified channel will dictate the size of your dew point return. Once your channel grows beyond the first point, you will want to earn on those additional points. In order to earn on those additional points, you will need qualified wealth engineers on your first point. So for example, if you wish to earn on your second point, you will need 2 qualified wealth engineers on your first point. If you wish to earn on your third point, you will need 3 qualified wealth engineers on your first point. And so in other words, you will need the corresponding number of qualified wealth engineers on your first point equal to the number of points you wish to earn on in your channel. So in summary, you will need to do 3 things to earn with Dew Points Returns program. Firstly, you'll need to make your monthly payment. Secondly, you'll need at least 3 individuals on your first point to make their monthly payment. And lastly, you will need to have the corresponding number of qualified wealth engineers on your first point equal to the number of points in your channel you wish to earn from. Here are some channel structures. Have a look at them and see if you can work out how much each qualified channel is worth. When calculating the value of any channel, ask yourself these 3 questions. Has the wealth engineer paid for their product? And have they got 3 wealth engineers on their first point that have paid for their product? In this example, you can see that has occurred. This individual is a qualified wealth engineer and will therefore earn 55 Rand for every product on their first point, which in this example is 55 Rand times 3, 165 Rand earned. No potential earnings as they're earning everything they can in this particular channel. Let's ask ourselves the 3 questions again. Has the lead wealth engineer paid for their product? And has he or she got 3 wealth engineers on their first point that have each paid for at least 1 product? That is the case in this channel, and therefore this is a qualified wealth engineer who has 1 point open. In order for this wealth engineer to earn on their second point, they would need to have 2 qualified wealth engineers on their first point. In this example, there are no qualified wealth engineers on this wealth engineer's first point, and as a result, they can only earn on their first point, which is 3 times 55 Rand or 165 Rand that they can earn, but they have a potential of earning another 3 times 55 Rand or 165 Rand if they are able to get 2 of their first pointers qualified. In this example, this channel has grown to 3 points. In order for this wealth engineer to earn on all 3 points, he would need 3 qualified wealth engineers on his first point. So let's ask the 3 questions. Has the lead wealth engineer paid for their product? And have they got 3 wealth engineers on their first point that have paid for their products? Yes, that is the case. The third question is, how many qualified wealth engineers does this lead wealth engineer have on their first point? Well, in this particular example, they have 2 qualified wealth engineers on their first point. This means that this lead wealth engineer will earn on 2 points. That's 5 times 55 Rand on their first point, or 275 Rand. It's 12 times 55 Rand on their second point, that's 660 Rand, giving them a total earnings for that particular month of 935 Rand. But you can see that there's a third point where there are 13 paid products at 27 Rand 50 each, or 357 Rand 50. That is his potential earnings, not what he's going to earn, but what he could earn if he was able to get a third person on his first point qualified. In this example, we have a lead wealth engineer that has a channel that's now 6 points big. Let's ask ourselves the 3 questions. Has the lead wealth engineer paid for their product? And have they got at least 3 wealth engineers on their first point who have paid for their products? Yes, they have. So let's ask the 3rd question. How many qualified wealth engineers do they have on their first point? In this particular example, this lead wealth engineer has 5 wealth engineers that are qualified wealth engineers. As a result, 5 points will become part of this lead wealth engineer's qualified channel, and they will be able to earn on them. That's 5 times 55 Rand on their first point of 275 Rand, 15 times 55 Rand on the second point, that's another 825 Rand, 8 times 27 Rand 50 on their third point, which is 220 Rand, 4 times 22 Rand on their fourth point, 88 Rand, 3 times 11 Rand on their fifth point, that's 33 Rand, and then there is the sixth point. This has an additional 27 Rand 50s Rands worth of earnings that they could potentially earn but don't, because they don't have the 6th qualified wealth engineer where on their first point. If, however, they were to get a 6th qualified wealth engineer, they would be able to take that potential earning and put it into their actual earnings. As you can see, there is no limit to the size of the channel you can create and the size of the return you can earn. Get started now. Start creating wealth with DewPoint.